everyone, welcome back to my channel. So we are now on Minna no Nihongo lesson 24. So you have 21 questions or 21 vocabulary for you to answer. So our first word is kuremasu. Kuremasu is usually used to say that give me. So this is the verb for that. For the next vocabulary that we have, this is surete imasu. Surete imasu is usually used if you are one to take someone. So this is the word that you are using if you are one to take someone. So we have this when you say oba-san wo surete imasu, or I will take my grandma. So the next letter or the next word that we have is surete kimasu. So same at surete ikimasu. Ikimasu is you are going. So you are taking someone. But for surete kimasu, this means you are coming from the word kimasu, which means you bring someone. Oba-san wo surete kimasu. So I'm bringing my grandma. Another word is okurimasu. So this okurimasu not mean as sending, but okurimasu is the word or the verb that Japanese using when they want to say that you are escorting or go with someone. Hito wo okurimasu. Hito means person. Wo okurimasu. So as I mentioned, okurimasu is a verb used for you to escort or you go to with someone. Hito wo okurimasu is the sentence that you can use for that if you want to go with someone. Hito, person. So that is our fifth word. So for our sixth word, we have shokai shimasu. So shokai is a verb. We add shimasu to shokai shimasu to become a verb. Shokai is a noun to use for you to shokai or jiko shokai wa shimasu. So that is a sentence meaning can you or introduce yourself. So shokai shimasu means introduce. Anai shimasu. So another verb, if you add the anai shimasu with shimasu, which is to do verb, this is usually add for a noun to become a verb. So for this one, anai shimasu means to show around or show the way. So if someone is asking you, you can use the anai shimasu kono tokoro ne anai shimasu. So that is the verb used for that. Setsume shimasu. So again, this is a noun followed by shimasu to become a verb. So we are going to use setsume shimasu. Kono kanji no imi wa setsume shite kudasai. So please explain this kanji. So setsume means to explain. Kohi wo iremasu. Kohi means coffee. Wo iremasu. So for this one, irimasu doesn't mean to put or to insert. But if you combine the kohi wo irimasu into this kind of sentence, you are saying that kohi wo irimasu means make coffee. So for the next word that we have, oji-san. So oji-san, this is usually used by most of the Japanese if they want to call their grandpa or their grandfather or an old man. So, oji-san wo shokai shite kudasai. So please introduce me to that old man or to that grandfather there. So oji-san is kind of formal, but we also have the next word which means oji-chan. So you can hear this. Most of the Japanese that is in the Middle Ages or those that is in the new generation, they usually use the oji-chan instead of oji-san. So, but it is the same. So the meaning of oji-san and oji-chan is the same, which means grandfather or an old man. So again, in Japanese, they have formal or colloquial. So colloquial is the day-to-day conversational word in where most of the Japanese is using. So for this one, our 12 word, we have oba-san. So as you can see, they usually use san at the late part of the word. So oba-san means same as grandfather. This is a grandmother or old woman. So oba-san is a formal word or usually used by the Japanese. So oba-chan is also the same as oji-chan that most of the Middle Ages or the new generation of the Japanese is used for them to call an old woman or their grandmother, oba-chan. So another colloquial term used by the Japanese. So if you are going to use this, of course, make sure that the oba-chan or that person is kind of close to you, or it can be your friend, or you really know that person because you don't want them to have an impression that is not good. So we have here junbi. So this is a noun used by the Japanese when they are doing something or beforehand. You need to junbi shite. So junbi shite or junbi means for your preparation. So especially now that you are going to take an exam, the JLPT, you must junbi wa shimasu, or you must prepare. So again, a noun can be verb or become a verb if you have to add or you are going to add shimasu, which means to do verb. So for this one, junbi shimasu. So as I mentioned, if you are going to do beforehand things, if it's for your exam, for your work, you can use the term junbi shimasu, which means for preparation. So especially now that you are going to take the JLPT by next week. So another word that we have here, as you can see there for the kanji, it's imi. So imi wa nan desu ka? So what is the meaning? Imi is the Japanese term to say or meaning in English. So you can barely hear the Imi wa nan desu ka? Or nan desu ka means what? Imi means meaning. So meaning, what is the meaning? So we have also okashi. So it depends on how you pronounce, but there's also another term or another word which means okashi, but in English they have a different meaning. So for this one, okashi, so as you can see, she at the later part of the kanji, it's kind of ko or child. So if you are going to see this kind of kanji, if there's no hiragana on it, okashi means sweets or snacks. So there. Another term that we have will be our 18th practice word means zembu. So this one, you can usually see that in supermarket or any part of Japan in where most of the time you have this quantitable term. So zembu is used. So zembu wa torimasu. So torimasu means steak. But zembu or zembude sometimes means this all. So zembu meaning in English is all. So jibun de. Jibun means self. De is usually added to say that you are or jibun de by all means or by means of yourself. So de is usually used for by means of. So jibun is yourself. So if you combine that, this means by oneself. Hokani. So hoka means other. So if or for this Japanese term, hoka is beside. So for this one, wagon siya. So wagon, as you can see, is written in katakana. Wagon siya means station wagon. Thank you for watching. If you are new to my channel, please do subscribe by clicking the subscribe button and the notification bell down below so you will be updated every time I will be uploading videos like this. Mite koreta! Arigatou gozaimasu! Bye bye!